Good morning, Annie.
Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning, everybody. Hi. It's our just about favorite day of the week
It is.
because it's Friday and it is time for Friday Crumbs from the
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. There we
are.
go.
And new location this time. We've been moving around. I hope you've been following us on our journey. It's been kind of fun,
We had a
actually.
marvelous time. Actually, we missed doing it in my garden, though.
know.
Maybe in September we'll do it in my garden.
Right. Will the palm trees still be good?
Oh, yes.
Do you know she has palm trees in her backyard?
I do.
It's Saugeen Shores and palm trees. What?
Yes.
So where do they go in the winter?
Well, this is the first year we've had them.
Okay.
So I think they're going in the house, but I have so many people in my house.
I know.
I'm not sure. John's trying to palm them off on a friend of ours to go into his office over the winter.
Palm the palm. Never mind.
I'm so witty. I didn't even know
goodness. Yeah,
it.
the problem she didn't know she was so witty. Okay.
So yes, so we have. Excuse me. So we have a beach in our backyard.
Yeah.
We have a bubble spa
We
in
have
our
a bubble
backyard. We have a soccer net in our backyard.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, and at nighttime with all of our I have so many little lights that are stuck all over.
Why does that not surprise me?
Because John doesn't like to turn the electricity on. He's
Oh,
somewhat
okay. So there's
frugal.
solar lights.
So there's solar lights. So,
Okay.
but I do also have the lights that you plug in.
You could actually plug in.
So
Okay.
I get up and turn them on,
And then he gets up and turns
and
them
turns them off, and then I get up and I turn them on, and it's marital bliss.
Okay, I'm just, and if it means that you can have a beach in your backyard, I mean, whatever works, right?
Absolutely.
Whatever works.
So last year we did sprinkler, and
Okay.
this year I've actually been looking at a mister
Oh,
because
okay.
a sprinkler
It
soaks
soaks everything,
everything. Whereas
With a
really we just need a
mister.
mister. So
which would be like sitting on the beach with the ocean, mist coming off of the
there we
waves.
go. So and Elsa tends to play calypso music. We had a grand time.
And do you have drinks and coconuts?
No.
What?
No, we don't. We
Oh,
don't. But we have been
dude.
known to occasionally have a strawberry colada,
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I
but
like
not
those.
in coconuts.
Oh,
That's an idea, though.
there we go. Okay, gotta have a
Okay.
drink and a coconut.
There we go.
We have so gone off on a tangent.
We have.
So as you know, throughout the summer, we've been reading from our lovely Spark Bible. And yeah, I know it looks like a kid's Bible. It's not.
It's
just easy.
Come on, it is a children's Bible, but it's still NRSV, so it's totally the same. But it has stickers, so I'm sorry.
And it has maps, okay? And it has orange highlighting. I think it's awesome. So today, to continue our parent, because I still love this Bible, mine's a little more beat up than yours. What the heck?
Because I tend to use my grown-up one a lot, too.
Oh.
So.
I have grown-up Bibles. I have probably a few of them.
Do you know why I use my grown-up Bible
No,
more?
why?
Because it's big letters. It's bigger print. Bishop Terry put me onto that one.
I like this one because it's fun.
It is fun, but sometimes I just need the big letters. Bigger print.
Confessions of. Here we are.
Anyways,
About
it's
Crumbs.
August the 13th.
It is.
We can be silly because it's like we're in
Can't
we're in
believe
the
it.
midst of summer.
We are in the midst of summer.
We are.
It is August, and it's the way it's supposed to be. So if you see perspiration coming down our faces, it's because it's warm, because it's summer.
And if we jump and flap about, it's because there's a lot of bugs out here in this beautiful nature with
There's
us.
a vision of us jumping and flapping about that probably shouldn't be shared. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, Matthew
Okay.
25:14 to 30 is the parable of the talents.
Tell me again where I'm starting.
You are starting with reading the beginning of verse 24.
Thank you. I've got my finger there now.
So I will begin at verse 14. For it is if a man going on a journey summoned his slaves and entrusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. The one who had received the 5 talents went off at once and traded with them and made 5 more talents. In the same way, the one who had the 2 talents made 2 more talents. But the one who had received the 1 talent went off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those slaves came and settled accounts with them. Then the one who had received the 5 talents came forward, bringing 5 more talents, saying, Master, you handed over to me 5 talents. See, I have made 5 more talents. His master said to him, "Well done, good and trustworthy slave. You have been trustworthy in a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Enter into the joy of your master." And the one with the 2 talents also came forward, saying, "Master, you handed over to me 2 talents. See, I have made 2 more talents." His master said to him, "Well done, good and trustworthy slave. You have been trustworthy in a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Enter into the joy of your master."
Then the one who had received the 1 talent also came forward, saying, "Master, I knew you were a harsh man, reaping where you did not sow and gathering where you did not scatter seed. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Here you have what is yours." But the master replied, "You wicked and lazy slave. You knew, did you, that I reap where I do not sow and gather where I did not scatter? Then you ought to have invested my money with the bankers, and on my return I would have received what was my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to the one with the 10 talents. For all those who have, more will be given." Okay. "For to all those who have, more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who have nothing, even what they have will be taken away. As for those worthless slave," oh my goodness, see why I need a big print? "As for this worthless slave, throw him into the outer darkness, where there will be," here's your favorite
My favorite
saying,
line,
"weeping
and gnashing of teeth."
This is the gospel of Christ.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. I don't like the ending of this movie.
But again, I know I'm back on my assumptions.
I was going to say, here we go. Assumption
Here
go.
we go. Assumption.
Okay.
And it talks about being thrown out into the darkness. I mean, whoa, right? Like it's like doom and gloom, Old Testament scary stuff, right?
Right. Okay.
But maybe it's because he's talking about being in his master's happiness, right? Enter into the joy of your master.
Okay.
So the opposite of joy, of course, is sadness and despair, maybe.
Right. Okay.
So if you have done a good job, because this is about stewardship, right?
Right.
And I don't think it's about money.
I don't think
it's
it is
about
either.
the giving of gifts, because
Right.
all good things come from God, right?
Right.
And so we are given gifts and talents, and so yes, I know you're going to break into song.
Sorry.
And it's okay. I think you made me lose my train of
Yeah.
thought. No. So we're all given gifts and talents. And we're told, we're called to share them.
We are.
And when we share those gifts, what happens? They're multiplied.
They are.
Right? So when we hide them, then we're hoarding. So this is about maybe investing versus hoarding.
Okay.
Or maybe just recognizing gifts versus hoarding. Sharing versus hoarding.
Okay, I like
Sharing
that.
versus hoarding.
I like that.
Right? Because,
Okay.
and I mean, this whole, I'm sorry here, but this whole pile of something from the wicked slave who
Right.
says, "Oh, I knew you were such a bad guy and I
Yeah.
was frightened." That was kind of just a pile of something, because as the master says, wait a minute, if you thought I really was a cheat, if you really thought that I reap what I do not sow, then you would have just taken that money and given it to an investor so that I at least got my interest.
Right.
Right?
Or invested it and not told anybody that you did that and kept it for yourself.
Yeah. So, it's... And a guy, I mean, the wicked slave, I don't think he was wicked. I think he was just...
He was misguided.
He was misguided, yes. And didn't see that the gifts that he was given, right? Because that money was never any of those slaves.
No.
They were entrusted, just like
That's
we're
right.
entrusted
Yeah, okay.
with
Okay, I
all of
like
our
that.
gifts
Yeah.
to be good stewards of
Yeah.
them. Just like we're asked to be good stewards of the funds that we have in the church. We're good stewards of the building.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, the buildings belong to the diocese.
Yeah.
But it all
No,
belongs to God.
but we're good stewards in maintaining that building
Yes.
and
Yeah.
maintaining as best in our ability.
Yes.
Because sometimes stuff happens, and like God decides a hurricane should come down and
Yep.
squish it or whatever.
So
So
church comes to the end of its life,
yeah.
and we end up with, we're gonna have, so I was gonna come and cut the lawn.
Oh, right on.
Right, so we're gonna, so hopefully. We're just gonna let him zoom by.
Yeah.
And then
Where's he going? Or is he zooming away?
we scared him.
We could tell him we'll be like 2 minutes.
I know. Well, no, instead of just 2 minutes with us. But
I know.
anyways, to get back to what you were saying, do you remember?
Yeah, about the building
Yep.
and maintaining it
Yep.
until a hurricane comes along and takes it out, which is no power of our own.
Or when the life of a
Of a-
particular
yeah.
church building
Yeah.
comes to the end of its life.
Because we know that, remember folks, church is not about the building,
That's right.
right? Church is about community,
That's right.
worshiping, love, God.
And
yeah.
all of that.
All of that.
So, but there's never a punishment for
No.
where there is not flourishing.
No.
It's sometimes we're called to be good stewards in
Yeah.
different ways, which
Yeah.
means that we find new ways to minister
Yep.
and to be a community. And we know that within our regional ministry because Chatsworth is being called
Yeah.
to minister and to live in community in a different way now.
Yeah.
And as hard as that is, they're still leaning into the gifts and the bounty of God,
That's right.
right?
They're just not doing it in that place, in
Yes.
that way. So, is that the point of the two other slaves, that they were asked to be creative with the talents
Yes.
that they had?
Yes,
Right?
absolutely. And
Think out of the
yes.
box. Don't
Mhm.
bury it in the ground,
Mhm.
or like our grandmothers might have done, is put money under the mattress,
in socks,
in socks,
in
or
cookie
in
jars.
yes, coffee cans.
Coffee
cans
cans.
was a big one. Yeah, coffee cans was a big one.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that buried money. I don't
I
know
don't
anybody like I know that when you do a time capsule and you might put in a series of coins and that kind of stuff, that's I suppose burying money, but
But
don't
that's
know
that's
anybody-
yeah, but that's not
that's
that-
leaving
that's different. That's right.
a memento.
A memento, right?
But yeah, I think that the slaves were given the money. I have to look at this in a completely different way, because this one at the end always made me sad, because it's like, what, the guy just like
No, but I think it's just that because he didn't share in the gifts or the talents that he was given, and he just buried it. There's no joy in that.
no, and he
Right?
wasn't creative.
He wasn't creative. Whereas there is joy in sharing our abundance. There's joy in good stewardship.
Well, and also we think of the different fundraising because of COVID. We'd have to change that.
That's true.
So St. John's has done a couple of roast beef dinners.
Mhm.
Very cool. Christchurch Terra
Did the bazaar.
Bazaar. I love that. That's
Mhm.
just so great. And there's going to be a cookbook coming.
Woo!
We're working on that. But it's just being creative.
Yeah.
I mean, doing something. Okay, the Bazaar was the same as doing what we did always at the craft show, but a different location.
That's right.
And
Different
doing it
way.
a little different way.
Yes.
But still giving to the community, giving of our abundance.
Look at our worship over this last 17 months.
Oh,
18,
don't
right?
go there.
Right, we've
Oh,
had to
my
do
goodness.
it in a different way.
Yeah.
We've shared in a different way. We've
Yep.
been good stewards of the gifts that we have.
Yep.
And we have partnered with other people with new gifts that have allowed us
Yeah.
to, if not flourish, maybe in some ways we have,
Yep.
but we've been able to continue in our ministry and in spreading the good news of the gospel.
We haven't hidden under a rock.
No.
Could you imagine us under a rock?
It would take a big rock.
Not going there. Big hole, big rock. I don't think we could be buried at all. No, we'd come out and it would be glorious.
There we go.
But I think, yeah, take our talents and I mean, talents was monetary. I understand that. That was that was a wage that you
Yeah.
earned. But yeah,
And
taking
huge
our,
amounts that they were talking, really. And so this is the master really entrusting his workers, his slaves, with that.
Yeah.
So when we think about God and the talents or the gifts or the mercies he entrusts to us, wow, it's huge.
it is huge.
And so,
It is
but all we're being asked to do is to be good stewards of it.
Yep.
Share it, and by sharing it, we multiply it. And not bury it and just hoard it.
All I keep thinking of this little light of mine, and what do? Hide it under a bushel basket?
I know,
Oh, no.
I love that. That comes to mind all the time. No.
Don't hide
'Cause
it.
No. Let it shine.
Let it shine, let it shine. Yeah. But think how many songs have just come up because of this one parable. We keep thinking of things, of the different songs or hymns or whatever that come to mind because they're opening up. It's not hiding it. And being, well, okay, I'm kind of overt with my Christianity. It's tattooed on my arm. Hello. But yeah, not hiding who you are
Yeah.
and who you worship and who you love.
Yes. Yes.
I
And
think that's
taking the
important.
gifts that we've been given.
Yep.
And sharing those, the talents, the gifts, all of those skills.
Yep.
And just share them, and in that they will be multiplied.
Mhm.
And then we will live in the joy of our Maker and our Master.
What a beautiful ending.
There you go.
Oh, and there won't be any wailing or gnashing of teeth, which is,
Yeah.
again.
And there's no noise of the lawnmower either, because we've scared him
We
away.
scared him away.
So Ken, if the grass doesn't get cut this week, we're sorry.
I think he'll be back.
I think he's going to start
I
that
think
side.
he's gone over there.
So
Oh, well.
on that note, that sweet note,
Yep.
thank you for joining us again this Friday.
Yep.
We look forward to being with you. So this Sunday we celebrate Saint Mary the Virgin.
Yes.
That's going to be cool, and we're going to be recording that at a new location.
Okay.
So please join us, everybody, because we're going to be somewhere other than where we usually are.
Yep.
Right? But I'm not going to tell you where we're going to be. You have to come and watch.
Yeah.
There we go.
Surprise!
So, God bless. Have a wonderful weekend. See you on Sunday.
Yep.
And I'm going to wave. I'm not going to do the bunny ears that I did the other day.
So good.
I'm just going to say God bless.
Little rabbit foo foo. Anyway, never mind. Be well, guys.
Bye-bye.